So it's our weekly Flash retrospective. No,
More like monthly now.
yeah. Every once in a while, I feel like talking about the Flash.
This seems like an important episode to talk about, though.
Yeah, because fucking Zoom's killing a bunch of people, and
Yeah, like a bunch of people.
he's already killed like so many people on Earth 2,
Didn't he?
like now he's got to conquer Earth 1.
How come was he sick of Earth 2? How come he's here? Like, how come he didn't just stay on his Earth and rule his Earth?
Well, because he said he already pretty much took over Earth 2.
Oh, he got bored.
There's no Flash on Earth 2.
Conquerors gotta conquer.
Yeah.
Once you've conquered everything, then it just gets kind of boring.
You gotta try and keep conquering. Conquer whatever you can.
But then, what if he can't conquer anymore? He could have gone to space or something.
Conquer space, yeah. You can run in space, right?
Oh, he could just use his treadmill to, like, power a spaceship.
Oh. Treadmill powered spaceship. No.
Can't the Flash just get a job, like, running all of Central City's electricity?
Yeah, be like human hamster on a wheel
The hamster.
instead of the Flash. Instead of the lightning bolt, it's the ball with the hamster inside.
Like, if he lived in, like, a real, like, hippie green energy city, that's what his job would be.
Gotta power all these coffee shops somehow.
Alright. Oh, okay. So, we saw The Flash Season 2, Episode 20.
Yeah, there's only like 3 episodes.
It was
in
called
season left.
Rupture.
I guess because that one guy that you see for like 10 minutes.
Oh, that was Rupture.
Yeah.
I thought they were alluding to something in the story that I missed.
Maybe.
That was a boring villain.
He fucked some shit up for a little bit.
How come no one took his scythe? I was hoping, what's his face would take the scythe.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they kind of made it seem like it because they said like he gets his power from the scythe. Well,
So
you gotta
whoever
take
has
it away from him.
Yeah, so whoever has the scythe has the power.
Yeah.
And
But
why doesn't Zoom use the scythe then?
he doesn't need this scythe. He's fucking Zoom.
So he can still use a...
Stop your heart with his hand.
Just
That's some
saying.
badass
It
shit.
doesn't hurt to have the scythe with you.
Well, yeah, it looks cool. I
It's
guess.
probably heavy though. Probably doesn't... Is it gonna slow him down?
Does weight matter when you have super speed?
Well, it matters in actual real physics. I'd assume they're kind of immune to that. Like, would a fat berry go as fast as a...
It just takes microseconds longer for him to get up to speed.
It's a slow start, but he'll get up to
He
super
gets
speed
there.
in a moment.
Yeah.
Alright, so the episode was basically more about Zoom. He's on Earth 1. Barry lost his powers an episode or 2 ago.
2 episodes ago.
Alright. And Zoom took him. Like, Zoom just slapped him out of him, or what happened? Because I didn't see that episode.
Because Zoom had captured Wally, right?
Mhm.
And so he said, if you want Wally back alive, you gotta give me your speed. And so the way they did it is he went on his treadmill. They had some kind of technology. Of course, with all the really complicated shit, they don't explain it.
It just happens.
Yeah. He got on the treadmill, and then it drained his power into a syringe. And then Zoom injected himself with,
Oh, so Zoom got
Speed.
even faster?
yeah.
Did Zoom look all effed up when he took it? Like,
He
oh,
did.
that's the
Like
stuff.
he took a hit of steroids or something. He's like,
Oh, so he's
he
just
hulked out.
so he's just going from Earth to Earth to get his fix.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a Speed Force junkie.
So, like, from Zoom's perspective, this is basically like Fear and Loathing in Earth 1. Like, he's just there to get all doped up.
Yeah.
Cause a bunch of mayhem.
Zoom said he came to Earth 1 to boost his numbers of killing, But, like, since he's been in Earth 1, he's kind of taken his time. Didn't really
Maybe he needs a vacation from running things. He doesn't want to run there's a lot of paperwork probably. Like, he has a lot of henchmen to tell what to do, and probably has a lot of people asking him dumb questions.
But it's weird. It's not really henchmen that he gets. He gets, like, other villains that are, like, legit bad guys.
Oh, that's one thing they talked about on the show, is that now that the Flash doesn't have his powers, and now that everyone knows, like, a bunch of villains are going to start popping up, because, like, I guess they were afraid of the Flash before.
Well, yeah, they didn't want to get their asses beat by the Flash, but now he's not around.
But couldn't it go the opposite way? Aren't there, like, some superheroes that didn't want to step on the Flash's toes? And now you're going to get, like, some rookie superheroes trying to help, just ruining everything.
Some, like, Z-grade superhero that are, like, in really shitty costumes.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Well, yeah, and it would make sense, right? Like, well, we wanted to help. We have some kind of superpowers. I could spray people with water. Like, that's it. They can't shoot, like, ice or anything.
It's not even a lot of water.
It's not even, like, a strong, like, force. It's like a very weak hose that you
Oh, I'm kind of wet. That sucks.
We'll call you moist.
Damp.
Wasn't that on something?
The dampener. I don't know.
Alright, but that would be funny. It would be some nice comic relief.
Some guy who's, like, strong, but not that strong.
I'm as strong as 3 people.
That's it.
3 people that don't go to the gym.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see, who, like, when they had mentioned that, see some more bad guys come out. Like,
what, like they're watching the news on their couch? It's my time to shine.
seeing, like, gearing up and shit.
They also saw Zoom stab that supervillain for... Did they get that on camera?
Probably.
Because Zoom killed Rupture because Rupture failed. Yeah. Which is, like, not to get too far off tangent, but that is just the worst way to run a business. If a guy is very strong, like, have you seen, like, in movies where they'll just kill, like, their second or their third in command will fail them, so they just kill him? Yeah. It was like, dude, he was still, like, he worked his way all the way up there.
That's how you run.
You don't just, you could demote him, you could, like, punish him or send him home. You don't have to...
That's the business of evil doing.
It's just part of the culture.
Gotta show bitches who's boss.
But that can't work. Like, it's like a pyramid scheme in reverse. Because, like, the guys who are at the top, you're getting rid of. And you're bringing up weaker people from the bottom. Like, why would you take out a guy who, obviously, you must trust on some level because you made it into, like, your top-ranking people. And then you're just like, nope, you failed once. Dead.
Well, I guess because, like, Zoom's the most powerful villain, he figures it doesn't really matter who he gets to work with.
So he doesn't really need any villains.
Yeah, they all suck compared to him. So,
so he just wants to let them know?
Yeah. He's like, I need some people to run some errands for me, but if you suck at it, I'm going to kill you. Just so you know.
Why would anyone join your team? It's like, Rupture's dead. All right, you're my new number 2.
That's how he gets them on his side. Like, they either work for him or they die. It's kind of
going to be a lot of dead people. Because even if you work for him, you're going to die. Because you have to work for him and do a great job at it. Like, if you work for him, you're just postponing your death until you muck something up. What if the person getting his coffee trips and spills it? They die?
Yeah.
He goes through a lot of interns. All right, but back on topic now. One of the first major things that happens is Zoom just straight shows up in the police department.
like he did before. Didn't I show you that one episode where he shows up and they all try and shoot him, but he catches all the bullets?
No. But now I know why they didn't bother shooting him.
Yeah, well, he even said, you tried your guns on me once before. Yeah, and it was badass.
Yeah, but I just assumed, like, you could just get out of the way.
That too. You can do whatever the fuck. I guess, yeah, he could. He'd be that fast, just move out of the way, but he's also fast enough to catch every single bullet that's shot at him. That's pretty badass.
And it saves the police department a lot of money. Here's your bullets back.
Oh, thanks. I guess. Still a jerk.
All right, but then he decides
shows up just to kick all the cops out of the police station.
I'm the police now. But then what's her name was at the police department too.
Oh, Caitlin.
And she's like the only one she talked a tiny bit of reason into him.
Yeah, I guess she's able to talk to him because they had a thing going before she found out he was evil. They're like lovey-dovey. And I guess, I don't know, he's got some bit of humanity in him.
How come she doesn't keep trying to play up the humanity angle? Like, you'd think she'd be trying to reason with him a little more.
He's being such a jerk. It's hard for her to keep liking him when he's killing people.
I can't listen to you when you do that voice.
You know it gets on my nerves, but you keep doing it.
It is so unattractive. But then, well, basically, the Zoom shows up. He's, I'm gonna kill everybody. And she's like, how about you kill everybody later? All right, you drive a hard bargain.
Sounds like a deal to me.
And then okay, so he throws out all the police. He takes over the police station. He kidnaps, what's-her-face?
Well, he kidnapped her last episode. Like, he had her in his lair.
He has a thing about kidnapping, doesn't he?
He's a lonely dude. Like,
I just want a friend.
Yeah. When everybody's stupid.
One that won't get mad when I kill him.
It just sucks that people are dumb and you have to kill them most of the time.
If people would just never make any mistakes,
I wouldn't have to kill them.
It's not a lot to ask for. Okay, but then he locks her up. She's able to MacGyver herself a phone, in a way.
To let the Flash team know.
She finds a box. The box has a phone. And I guess she tweets them. Like, she can't call them. I assume that phone probably doesn't make calls anymore. Do police departments have Wi-Fi?
Sure, why not? Every office nowadays has Wi-Fi. Like that. It's too...
A bunch of wires running
too
anymore,
inconvenient,
right?
Yeah. Don't need that shit.
But then she gets the phone. They don't really explain how she contacts them. Because, dude, if you found a phone and you had to get a hold of someone, like, how many numbers do you know by heart anymore?
Yeah.
Would you even be able to call your wife?
She's part of the Flash team, so you figure that's a pretty important number to remember. Like, Star Labs, you know, your home base HQ.
1-800 the Flash.
Yeah.
Man, that's too many numbers.
What the hell?
Let the Flash save you today. Yeah, why don't superheroes have numbers? Like, maybe, like, Batman's not always gonna help you out, but you could at least leave a message.
Yeah, that big old spotlight.
Like, you call, like, if you live in Gotham, you probably call 911, then you call 1-800 Batman. Or I guess it would be 1-800 for Batman. Yes, that's the number.
But then you run up a phone bill. Superheroes don't make enough money for that kind of shit.
Please enter your credit card information if you need Batman's help. Right, but the Flash.
Yeah.
How come we keep getting our Marvel and DC mixed up?
Because superheroes are superheroes.
Oh, no, we're talking about Batman, so we're still in the DC universe. It's okay.
Yeah.
Usually when I go off on a tangent, I talk about Spider-Man.
What's with you and Spider-Man?
He's just like the quintessential wacky powered superhero.
Yeah.
So like every superpower idea I have, I test it by seeing what Spider-Man would do.
I keep hearing on podcasts of people who've seen Civil War already, they're talking about how like they like that like the guy playing Spider-Man, he has a Brooklyn accent because they play up the fact that he's from the Brooklyn or the Bronx.
I'm saving people here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we've never been anywhere near New York, so I don't think we're going to tell our New York accents apart.
I might have flew over New York when I was a baby. That's another tangent.
And I can still hear your New York accent today. Okay, so after she uses her phone to tweet the Flash, they find out that Zoom is sending Rupture to, like, the new police hideout so that he can kill them.
Hideout? They're staying at a coffee shop, man. It's not...
Well, their base of operations has changed.
Headquarters.
But so they know the Rupture. They know Rupture's coming.
Yeah.
And so like they're prepared. Like I'm surprised they didn't just have cops, you know, like snipers like on the roof across the street just to shoot him as soon as he broke through the glass.
Yeah.
But whatever, they got the job done. With the help of the Cyber Flash, Hollow Flash. We're gonna have to explain that part now, though, because we glossed over it.
Yeah, so it actually opens the show. Like, because the Flash lost his powers, they still have to like let people know the Flash is around because there's still people committing crimes. So they found a way to make a Flash hologram using a satellite, I guess, and Barry uses like motion sensor technology, and they basically pretend that the Flash is still around and so he can still bully criminals into.
So now Vibe, what's his civilian name?
Cisco.
Cisco is more the Flash than he is. Or now they're like a duo Flash.
Half Flash, half
hologram.
Yeah.
And basically Cisco's doing the hologram part. And they play it up really well because, I mean, if you were gonna do this, like, because they play it up like he's playing a video game. Like the whole opening sequence, it's like he's playing a video game.
I don't get how you control a whole person with a joystick.
I'm sure it's automated. Like, I figured it was like World of Warcraft. Like, I don't think they're gonna make it, like, because Barry is physically running, all Cisco has to do is point the direction he has to go. He's playing Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But, like, the thing that made me laugh is because they were using, like, the Windows 95 flight simulator flight controller.
See, I don't even know that much about that kind of hardware. So.
If I'm a video game nerd, I'm a nerd for video game controller designs.
You made that very apparent.
But basically, he's using that controller, and like, at first I was like being a bitter, nerdy gamer. It was like, why would you even use that? Why don't you just use like World of Warcraft controls or the mouse and the keyboard?
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, because then people would just think he's on Facebook or something. Like, you need like the gaudiest, biggest flight controller that the props department can find so that everyone, including like the 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds watching the show, hey, that's a video game controller.
I'm surprised he didn't have two of them. He's like,
he should have had the giant virtual on, like, or Steel Battalion $200 controller that came out for the PS2. I'll have to show you a picture of that.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
It was more controller than game.
Wow.
But basically, what is it? Steel Battalion, it was like, it's basically, they tried their best to put you inside of an actual mech with 1,000,000 buttons. Levers.
That's the controller?
Yeah. And clearly Cisco knows something about programming games because he made it a lot simpler than that.
Wow.
So now we also know Cisco is a brilliant game designer.
Yeah.
And hologram expert.
You got to figure if you work at Star Labs, you kind of know a little bit of everything. Like,
or a lot about everything.
Yeah, that too. Pretty much.
Is now a good time to talk about the, the Cisco subplot?
Oh, yeah.
So, like we said in the beginning, he was doing his hologram thing to help out the Flash.
Joysticking around.
But then he gets a premonition, a vibe, right?
Yeah. His vibe. So
like,
he gets a vibe.
Yeah, so he suddenly leaves. He has to hang out with his brother. I didn't even know he had a brother. I haven't seen any of those episodes.
Well, it was just one episode where they get kidnapped by Captain Cold and Heatwave. And they almost get killed by him.
But it looks like his brother's going to show up some more. Because now they're, like, best friends, too.
Yeah, it was really...
They have some family issues. And then it turns out Cisco only went to hang out with him because he was worried about him because of his premonition.
Yeah.
But then it turned out that he saw the premonition because it was going to be his fault that they got attacked.
Well, I think the way it was, his premonition was of the guy, the Rupture guy.
Oh, and going after his brother?
Yeah, the Rupture guy, he's the brother of Cisco's doppelganger from Earth 2.
Oh.
So, like, see, like, Cisco and his brother, they're also brothers on Earth 2. Only they're both bad guys. One of them's Reaver, the other one's this guy, Rupture. So, like, when he vibed, he saw Rupture, he thought he was seeing his brother, so... That's when he went to go make sure his brother was all right.
Did they explain how Rupture hunted down Cisco anyway? He was just there.
Just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
He was just hitting the bars.
Yeah. Going
But then who did stop, what is it? The guy in Earth 2 that looked like Cisco. Who did kill him?
Oh, it was Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so he was framed.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, like, it doesn't matter because they killed Rupture at the end anyway.
Yeah, Zoom killed him.
Yeah.
Like a jerk.
Like his... and he said, like, you're useless like your brother.
Yeah, that's...
And then Rupture was like, what? And then he died. Hold on, I need to take this in. No, you're dead. Alright, so that subplot is what comes to a head at the end when Rupture shows up for Zoom to kill the police.
Yeah.
But, like we said, it was a setup.
They fake him out with the hologram flash.
And everyone's falling for it. Like, I'm sure, like, how we see, like, the hologram thing, like, shit phase in and out. Like, when he's standing still. Like, that's just for us viewers, right? Because we saw that in real life, you'd be pretty sure he's not really there.
The way I rationalized it was maybe they think, like, that's part of his speedster thing. Like, maybe he's vibrating or something, and he's just like, I don't know.
Well, I figured it was just for the viewers, because we would be, hey, look, the Flash got his powers back. No, wait.
No, nobody knows he lost them.
But we do.
Illusion.
The whole thing would have been foiled, the entire episode, and the whole secret that the Flash lost his powers would have been foiled if those robbers panicked and hit the gas and ran over the Flash.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, you killed the Flash!
Or if, like they said, they kept going into the tunnel that they were heading for. They said they couldn't project the hologram in there.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't think about that. Yeah.
I don't know why that would be any harder than between all those giant buildings.
Well, it's open air, and then, like,
oh, okay.
Tunnel, it's enclosed. They're using a satellite, Anthony.
Well, they should just have the hologram chase them into the tunnel and it turn into some crazy fever dream, like when you're going through the tunnel in Willy Wonka. Because the hologram's, like, distorting, it's just showing all these crazy images and terrifying the...
Whoa, the Flash is freaking out, man.
You just see, like, the Flash's, like, giant face coming at you and stuff.
Or he just turns into a big red blob.
He's just all shape-shifting and creepy. Like, you see, like, giant hand reaching out for you, all this super
Didn't know
creepy
he
stuff.
could do that.
He's a demon. Like, by the time the robbers get to the other side of the tunnel, they're, like, crying and they turn themselves in. All right. So overall, that's one thing we haven't talked about too. They keep alluding to Wally West.
Yeah, like, well, they haven't done too much alluding like in previous episodes. They mentioned it like once or twice that, like, yeah, he likes speed. He likes to go fast.
Well, when they do mention it on here, like they
really hit it home.
Yeah. Come on, Wally, you'll find that need for speed somewhere.
Yeah.
You sure will. Or what was the other line? He's something about superpowers they mentioned.
Oh, when they're locked in the room and they're like, we can't get out because if only we had superpowers. Or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, if only we had superpowers. Yeah. Yeah. Because they got hit by that the explosion again at the end of the episode, remember? They were running down the hall and they got hit with that. What is it, the beam?
The dark matter.
Yeah. Well, it was just like this weird kind of, I guess, dark matter gas? Dark matter?
Well, yeah, it's dark matter.
Whatever it was, it knocked them down.
Yeah.
And they passed out. So that brings us to the very conclusion, though, right? Like,
that was the end of the episode.
The Flash finally decides that he's going to try to get his powers back.
Right. Well, they recreating the particle accelerator explosion.
Because his, what did you call him? 3 men and a berry.
3 dads and a berry.
Yeah. They're all arguing over what the best plan is for Barry.
Yeah.
But even though Barry decides not to become a superhero again, he then decides to become a superhero again.
He changed his mind.
You can do that.
Well, yeah, when you see Zoom kill a bunch of dudes, that might change your perspective on things.
Hey, I knew those guys. Yeah, he was saying, like, he knew the people that got killed, too.
Well, yeah, because he works for the police station.
Yeah. So, like, it's not just a bunch of police people die, it's a bunch of his friends die.
Yeah.
That can't sit well. But, so he decides to strap himself into the dark matter explosion. They pump him full of chemicals. Look like they're going to turn him into Bane for a second.
You know, it reminded me of, it was really reminiscent of Flashpoint Paradox, where he has to get his powers back from, and what's his name?
Batman. Didn't he help him?
What's Bruce Wayne's dad's name?
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne. There. Thomas Wayne tries to help him get his powers back, and he's got the chemicals there. They got the lightning rod, so he gets struck by lightning. Somehow
this one was way more high tech.
Yeah.
This one looked much more planned out.
These particles and shit.
They had like chalkboards full of equations.
Yeah.
That was one part I thought was funny when Wells was trying to do the equations on the board, and what's Barry's stepdad's name?
Joe.
Joe. He comes in and he starts like talking to him about Barry. He's like, dude, these aren't simple equations. I kind of need my whole brain to think right now.
Yeah. He keeps erasing, like, going back.
Yeah, he was like stuck on the same area of the equation like the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Get out of here! I'm trying to think. If I care, like, that's probably why the thing went wrong.
Maybe he wasn't calculating correctly.
Right, but so once Barry straps himself in, they start doing all the stuff. Everyone's there to see everything, to see it go down.
Yeah.
Except Cisco, he's on the roof creating lightning like a nerd
with Weather Wizard's wand.
That's Weather Wizard's wand?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had him, it was like in the beginning of the first season. That dude came out.
No, why didn't they keep the scythe? They kept the wand.
Who knows? Maybe they did. You
know? He could have at least, Cisco should have gave his brother the scythe. Yeah. Perfect sense.
Now you're a Rupture. Taking care.
But like a good Rupture. Yeah, good.
Be right back. Got some stuff to steal.
Do you think this could break a bank vault open?
Asking for a friend.
I just want to make sure. What if someone gets trapped in a bank vault?
You never know.
All right.
But yeah, Barry's strapped into the contraption, and then they set off the circumstances that created his powers in the first place. But then something happens where he gets fucking disintegrated. That was like, it pretty much seems like they fucking killed him. But then, like, they ruined it by showing the next week's episode.
Oh.
Like, he does go somewhere else.
So he has that waking up, where am I moment?
Yeah, well, they show that, but they don't really, because, it's a quick commercial, they don't really explain too much, but, like, you can't tell if it's a different Earth or if it's, like, an alternate dimension or something. I don't know.
They forgot to carry a 1.
Yeah, I'm sure that the whole equation.
Hey, dude, you can't muck up an equation anywhere. That's how NASA satellites blow up and how the rover crashes into Mars instead of landing.
Pretty much.
Like he forgot to convert inches to, like, centimeters somewhere.
Ounces to liters. Something.
Barry, how much do you weigh? 180 pounds? How many kilograms do you weigh? This Flash doesn't use the metric system.
I'm American Flash, damn it.
Are there any DC heroes that use the metric system? Maybe the Atom. He's a scientist.
Yeah.
Batman's a scientist. Hey, Barry's a scientist.
Yeah.
They're all scientists, damn it.
Except Superman. Lazy reporter.
I was never much for science.
You don't need science when you can smash stuff.
Remember, what was it? One of the DC ones? Was it? No, it wasn't All-Star Superman. But one of the, it opens with him trying to cure cancer.
Was it like
I could stop a speeding train, but I can't stop these cancer cells from expanding. And I was like, all right, Superman, calm down.
Is that an episode of Justice League or something?
Just because someone gave you a microscope doesn't mean you're going to cure cancer.
Yeah.
No, it was one of the DC movies. It was one of the Superman ones. Specifically, Superman 1. Lois Lane was in it. I think it came out after or right before Versus the Elite. You remember that one, right?
No.
Where he fought the British superheroes?
Which one was that?
And he had like a really big chin. Because they kind of drew him more like 50s style.
I must have missed a bunch of the movies.
We gotta, yeah. But those ones were probably the least memorable. That was kind of like in the middle area before they started going like towards more intense rated R Batman-y stuff.
Yeah. Like
this is when they're still trying to like convince, I guess, whoever's in charge that they could make grittier movies.
When was Public Enemies?
Public Enemies was first Batman, Superman, Public Enemies. Then there was Batman, Superman, Supergirl? What was that one called?
Apocalypse?
Apocalypse, there you go. That one was way darker than the first Batman Superman, though.
That's crazy.
The first Batman Superman was like a bromantic action movie.
The first bromance.
Like, it was still great. Like, there's still a lot of really good parts. I love that they brought Metallo back for that one. Because Metallo is like one of my favorites from the Superman cartoon. But we're not talking about that.
The Flash.
Right. Okay, so what did you think of this episode?
I was so fucking devastated at the end of the episode. I'm like,
oh, so we didn't even say, how did the experiment turn out?
No, I said he got disintegrated.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And like Zoom just shows up just to rub it in their face, like, you killed him.
That was the best part. Surprised the Flash doesn't do that more often.
Just zoom into places to be a jerk.
I wish he would, like, when they arrest, like, a guy or something, and then he's on trial, he'll just zoom in, sit on, like, the court desk, give his deposition, and zoom out.
Yeah.
I saw him rob that liquor store. Leaves again.
On his way out. Thanks, Flash.
What the lawyer's objection. Overruled.
It's a Flash, damn it.
That could have been anybody in a Flash costume. He's all zooming around. Have any of the Flash bad guys tried that yet? Why don't they just wear the Flash outfit and then trick everyone that the Flash is evil? That seems like a mainstay of villain plots.
Nobody's fast like the Flash except Zoom, and Zoom's too evil to pretend to be Flash.
Red's his least favorite color too.
Yeah. Gotta go dark with it. Love them dark colors.
Yeah, well, at least that means that they won't try to call Wally West Black Flash.
Yeah.
This is the first one I've seen since King Shark. Right. A lot of things have happened since then. It's only been like 4 episodes.
Yeah,
4 or 5 episodes. And there's no more sharks, but there are other guys. Rupture is kind of a letdown.
Yeah, he's a weak villain.
Someone needs that scythe. That scythe should not be sitting in like police archives or whatever.
Evidence locker.
Yeah. They can at least reverse engineer it or something, right?
To use it for good.
And I want to know how much battery life it has. Maybe you could just, even if you don't use it for evil, maybe you could like jump start a car or something.
Well, yeah, they didn't even explain like how it works.
It just, that's the source of his power.
What kind of power? Power!
You know, he can swing it.
Yeah.
And shoot stuff out of it. It's basically like the Legend of Zelda Master Sword. You swing it and like magic shoots out of it.
What shoots out of magic? You know.
It's red. Kind of looks like lightning. Yeah, that was a good episode though. Like, I was a little bit like, well, I guess the fact that he disintegrated just doesn't hold the same weight, because one, he's a main character. I don't expect him to actually disintegrate. But I did think it was a possibility that they would boot him for an episode or 2 if Wally West does get Flash powers, and that he tries to like be the Flash while they try to find the actual Flash.
Yeah. Pretty sure that'll happen. But there's only a couple episodes left in the season.
Yeah, but I feel like if they were gonna play up the fact that like Barry's quote not coming back, they would have done it closer to the end of the season, so they'd only have maybe like 2 or 3 episodes without him.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Oh, well, we're on episode 20. I assume they'd have like 26 episodes.
It's 24, I think.
All right, well, that's close enough, I guess. But then the other girl got hit by the dark matter too, right? Is she gonna get powers?
Yeah. I'm not sure what superhero she's supposed to be, but...
Okay, so Jesse, you'll be Flash Girl.
What did you say last one? Flashette?
Yeah.
I guess we didn't really describe that too well either. Like, because Zoom came to Earth 1, and he already captured Wally West. He already captured Jesse before, so they want to make sure he doesn't catch him again. Oh. They put him in that secret room in Star Labs where evil Dr. Wells was, being all creepy and stuff. They stashed him in there so that Zoom doesn't get him, but they figure their way out, and that's right around the time that Barry gets disintegrated, and they get hit with a wave of dark matter.
They're not like in the safety room, so they get straight slapped with some dark matter.
Some high energy shit. I'm pretty sure that gives them powers.
Do we want to know about Jesse Quick from the DC database wiki, from the Arrowverse wiki, or from the Flash wiki?
Maybe DC. That'd be more comprehensive.
Well, judging by this costume, she has superpowers. A heroine with super speed powers. Chambers is the daughter of Golden Age heroes Johnny Quick and Liberty Bell.
What?
So they both got Flash powers. They're gonna double Flash it.
I think they alluded to her being speedster before too. Like they always mention how she's quick at solving equations or whatever.
Oh yeah, he said that. Like, you're really fast or something at solving things. So yeah, it is going to be the Flashes.
It's going to be like Batman with the Bat family.
Yeah.
The Flash family.
Flamly.
But yeah, that's how the episode ended, with burnt up Flash and then 2 new Flashes.
So 2 for 1. 2 in the hand is worth something, birds, stones, something.
Candy and nuts. Huh?
Alright, so that's the episode. Thanks for listening to the Bystanders podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/gamemusicforall. You can find links and show notes from today's episode at thebystanderspodcast.com. Follow us on Instagram at The Bystanders Podcast and on Twitter at TBS Podcast. And you can support the show by subscribing to us at patreon.com/Genoboost.